Hi there everyone, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the show, thanks for taking the time and interest, and today we'll be talking about Tanto Cuore, a deck building card game. So for those of you who might be familiar with this concept, for example, probably have played card games, similar concept card games like Dominion or Casserone, so if you want to catch up with this game itself, it's not too hard. There's probably some misconceptions because first and foremost, I have to say the instruction manual isn't that clear cut, so this video also aims to serve to try to clear out some of these misconceptions. Also, now for those who are not familiar with deck building card games, the uninitiated, so to speak, you might probably have heard of, let's say, for example, Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh. Now, just so you know, this game is not like that. In the in the case of Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh, or even Pokemon for this matter, you have to buy starter decks. You have to buy booster decks to actually build up your deck itself. Then you actually find another opponent player and then play them with your pre-built deck. Now, in the case of deck building card game, you actually build your deck as you play the game. So in other words, this entire box has everything that you need to start playing immediately. There are actually two more expansions from last I heard. One that will be translated into English soon in December, and there's another one as well, but we will not be talking about those expansions. In fact, this box is actually all you need to play. If you really like it, by all means buy the expansions. It will actually expand your choices, and in my personal opinion, I just played 2 games so far with Tanto Cuore with 2 different people, and thus far they actually enjoyed it. They have not played any similar game like this, Dominion or Casserone likewise, or even Tanto Cuore for this matter, and they like it. So without further ado, I'll just show you real quick what's inside the box. So for those of you who probably know Dominion, Dominion's box arrangement is very fanciful. They already have slots, cards like that. Tanto Cuore is a bit more, well, lack of a better word, economical, so to speak. So instead of giving you card slots, they give you dividers. It's not good and it's not bad either. I will explain why later on. But first off, you see you have a translated instruction manual. Oh yes, and just a little fact tip. Tanto Cuore, as you probably might have guessed from the artwork, it is made in Japan by ArcLight Games, but then it was later on translated into English. Let's see what. Okay, so we have the instruction manual. Pretty much teaches you on how to play. As I mentioned before, the instruction manual isn't all that great. It gives you the basic gist, but you probably have to read a couple of times, and maybe even get maybe a few more eyes just to read it through it, so as to clear up the misunderstandings. I had that experience too. So as I mentioned before, this video will try to get you the downright gist of how to play the game. So in case that there's no one else to read the manual for you, you can refer to this video, and hopefully it will help you understand it real quick. So other than instructions, it also gives you a quick database of what are the cards available here. So you see that? The focusing isn't doing that well, but anyway, so you can roughly tell it's called Ember Twilight, blah blah blah. There are some descriptions in the cards. I too also have some complaints about the cards, but I'll share that with you in a while later. So as you can see, these are the cards. They actually give you dividers, and with a little label of what the card is, so that when you actually look at it from the side, it looks like a cabinet filing system, which is kind of cool, if not for the fact that the text are really small, so you probably have to squint like to say, oh, this is the card I want to get. This is just some of the card protectors I bought, so yeah, ignore it. Okay, so also a quick rundown. Okay, so pretty much this is what is in the box. There's nothing really much fanciful. I would have liked that if they probably give some kind of I don't know, maybe a mat or something. But hey, that's just me. So these are what the cards would roughly look like. I took them out just for you to take a look. So we have there are if I'm not mistaken, two more kind of cards, but that one we'll probably talk more about it later. So see, so this for the for experienced players in Dominion stuff, you probably know gold, copper, and silver. So this is something like that, except you hire, I wouldn't say buy, but more like hire mates with love. Yes, with love. So this is kind of equivalent to 1 copper. This is a mate. Yeah, the focus isn't that great. Just so you guys know, actually I'm using a phone, so it's not that great. But hey, so yeah, this is a mate. You probably see the texture not that clear as well on the powers that it can do. So in the event that I'm going to do a test play, I will read out the description for you. Let's see, and this is an event card. As you can tell, at the very least, even though it's blurry, it says illness. Naturally it does something nasty, but I'll explain to you later. So this is what it does. Before I get to the gameplay again, I have some complaints. Okay, well, first of all, the good thing, the artwork, I have to say, is fantastic. I really like it, not because I'm a Moe character or some Moe guy or something. No, I actually find that in comparison with other similar card games like Dominion, the colors used here are fresh, bright, and very cheerful, and they certainly exude a very happy form of feeling. So so despite the fact that I actually play with other players who are guys, they are not put up like this, and they enjoyed it. So despite its cute appearance, despite its very anime appearance to it, it is actually a pretty complex game. In fact, I'm just gonna throw out a bone here. I think it's even more complex, requires more thinking than Dominion. Yes, I said it here, you heard it right. So without further ado, now I'm gonna show you roughly how to play this game. See you in a while.